Hello everybody, welcome back to Masked Pundit TV, you love your yacht. Right, so here we've got my game week at the 14, yes, game week 14, Premier League predictions, score predictions go through every game, give my score predictions, you know how it is. So yeah, just get into it, I'm not very good at these, so don't expect any miracles, but here we are. Right, first game up, Fulham versus Man City, okay. Man City, they struggled a bit against Leeds actually, it was a much closer game than I thought. Fulham just coming off the win against Tottenham, they're starting to put points on the board now. A few decent results in a row. Fulham at home, Haaland's not scored for I think 3 games now, was it? So he's due one. Foden's been on good form. I'm going to say 2-0 to City. I think 2-0 to City. I think they'll get a comfortable away win. As much as Fulham have looked better, I still think City's a step too far. I still think City are going to be in that title race. So, I'm going to say 2-0 to Man City. Okay, next game, Bournemouth versus Everton. Bournemouth starting to struggle a little bit. They've been found out, it seems, a little bit. Starting to drop off. Everton just got battered by Newcastle. I actually said that game was going to be a 0-0. I had an absolute howie there. No pun intended, Eddie Howe. Yeah, very funny. It's actually 4-1 to Newcastle. Um, one or draw. Gonna go for one or draw. I think both teams are in poor form. I mean, no, to be fair, Everton did beat Man United with 10 men, so not really poor form, but just a poor result. Don't think they've been great this season, though. So yeah, I'm gonna say a one or draw. One or draw. Next game, Newcastle, we just mentioned, versus Spurs, who we also just mentioned with the Fulham game. Okay, Newcastle again, flying high in the confidence after that 4-1. They already played Spurs in the Cup as well. Also they lost to Marseille, which was a poor result for them. But they did beat Man City, so they're starting to pick it up. They're starting to pick it up. Spurs just being a disaster at the minute. I don't know what's going on with them. It's just not working out at the minute. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on. Obviously they lost to us in the North London derby. Again, lost to Fulham, conceded 2 goals in 5 minutes, and they ended up using 2-1, I think it was. So very poor start. I'm going to say 2-1 win to Newcastle. Um, yeah, I think Newcastle home advantage. Crowd will be up for it. Confidence brewing. I think. Yeah, I think they're gonna be up for it. So I'm going to say a 2-1 win to Newcastle. Brighton versus Aston Villa. Villa coming off the win against Wolves. Wasn't a great performance from them, to be honest, but what a goal it was by Kamara, by the way. Absolute beauty of a strike. No goal be saving that. Brighton, I think there was a draw they came off. I can't remember. I can't even remember they played last. My memory is not very good. Either way, they've been pretty good this season. They've been pretty good. Top half of the table. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say or 1-0 win to Villa again. I'm going to say another 1-0 win. No, 1-0 win. Villa also being good as well. They're in the Champions League spots. So, yeah, 1-0 win to Villa away from home. Good result for them. Burnley versus Palace. Burnley need to pick up points so badly. They are, yeah, it's all well and good. They're making it difficult for teams, but they are not picking up points, and this is concerning for them now. Palace coming off the loss against Manchester United. I don't know. Palace have played a lot of football, obviously, with the European competitions. Burnley, due a result, surely. Due a result. Um, I'm going to say 2-0 Palace. I'm going with I'm going with Palace again to bounce back. 2-0 away from home again, another good result. Wolves versus Forest. Forest was oh wait no I think Brighton beat Forest, didn't they? I think that was it. I think Brighton beat Forest. Yeah. So, but anyway, yeah, Wolves versus Forest. Wolves looked better against Villa under Rob Edwards. Had some good chances that first half. They were probably creating the better chances. Strand Yarson scored, but it was ruled offside. Forest hit or miss so far under Sean Dyche. They have been better for sure, but again, poor result in their last game. Poor performance in their last game. Um, I'm going to go with a... What do I go with here? 1-1 draw again. I know I like predicting 1-1 draws. Yeah, I think Wolves will get their third point on the board. So, as good as a win for them this season after these 14 games. So yeah, it's still not looking great for them. Forest, I mean, suppose they'll take it a decent point. Okay, Arsenal Brentford, we skipped that one. You have to tune in tomorrow to see my preview for that. I'll do a separate one for Arsenal games because I'm an Arsenal fan. So moving on to Leeds versus Chelsea. Leeds, as I said, coming off that City result, not a bad performance from them at all. Not a bad performance from them at all. Daniel Farke's under pressure. You know, 2 games in a row. I mean, City and Chelsea 2 games in a row. If he gets sacked after those 2 games alone would be a bit harsh, but you've got to take in the whole season. Chelsea coming off the result against Arsenal, the 1-1 draw, which they'll take with 10 men, absolutely. 10 men Chelsea. Yeah, I think they'll take that. They will be without Moses Caicedo this game, which will be a loss for them, but I think they'll be able to win this game. I'm going to say 3-1 win to Chelsea. Liverpool versus Sunderland. Liverpool back to winning ways. Yeah, they got the win against West Ham 2-0. West Ham were poor, man. They were poor. They were playing for a point. No urgency. There was no press at all, even when they went 1-0 down. Paqueta, I don't know what the hell he was doing. Yeah, talked himself into not just a booking, but then a second booking as well, even after getting dragged back by the players. Sunderland, very good season, difficult to beat. Had Sunderland been the home side here, could have seen him getting a result. But I am going to back Liverpool. I think Liverpool have got a favourable running now. And it's, we see it happen a lot of managers under pressure and they start getting results. Whether they collapse again later in the season, I don't know. But I'm going to say a 2-1 win to Liverpool, which means finally we're on to Man United versus West Ham. Man United, good result against Palace, as I've already mentioned. Yeah, good result for them. It was a poor first half. Very poor first half, I thought. But they did well to come back into the game to win the game. Bruno Fernandes with 2 assists. Mount scoring, Xerxes scoring. West Ham, as I said, poor under in the last game. They've been better under Nuno, but still not being too convincing. I'm going to say 1-0 win to Manchester United. Yeah, I think they'll get the 3 points there. But that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to show me some love and hit that subscribe button, a cheeky like as well, all that good stuff. Share it around. Go on, you want to. I do this for every game week. I do lots of football videos. So yeah, if that interests you and you enjoy the content, then be sure to stick around. I'm friendly, I promise. Yeah, so anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you enjoyed the football upcoming. And yeah, hopefully, if you subscribe, your team will win. And yes, you support Brentford, then I'm afraid we're going to have to get the 3 points there. All right, take care.